Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brothers and sisters, truth lovers everywhere. Doug White down here in Alabama, out here on the porch, enjoying my morning coffee. Watching the sun come across the plain. You know, sometimes in cowboy movies they'll have this funny line that says, "We're going to give him a fair trial, and then we're going to hang him." Well, a fair hearing is something that we should all give every matter a fair hearing. And I think that's where the posers, those people that are working for the other side, I think they want to nip it in the bud right there. Any truth seeker, right there, keep them from getting a fair hearing. So I believe what they do is they fill their ranks with uh, what's the word? Cronies. They could be just misinformed, uh, or they know not what they do people, which are God's people that have been uh, raised up in schools that teach them error or just lies where it comes to the globe birth lie. And they'll they'll fill their ranks with these type people, and uh, they'll act like they're on your side, or they might take some person and they'll agree with you 100% on different matters concerning the globe Earth deception, the fake space, and they'll make them some kind of a kook. They'll throw in something like Bigfoot or reptilians, and they'll keep the average Joe from getting to the place where he gives them a matter of fair hearing. That's what they want to do. Lizard people or something like that. Oh yeah, I believe the Earth is flat, but I believe in lizard people. So they want to stop you from, the average guy that's interested in truth from him getting to the part where they'll investigate a matter that seems that they've been taught just the opposite their whole life. I think that's one of the tactics, brothers and sisters. I just want to get out here and put what I'm thinking about this morning. They don't want you to get to the part where you give any matter a fair hearing. So they put kooks, misinformed people, and they join the ranks. Or there'll be these rock stars that come out of the blue, and they'll make it real complicated, where the average Joe will just roll his eyes back and say, "What's that all about?" Uh, they'll complicate it, talk about all these different. They never keep it simple, Well, what about this? This. Uh, what about all these different eclipses and all this complicated stuff? They don't keep it simple, saying just say go down to the ocean and look out and say, how does water stay flat like that as far as I can see? They don't keep it simple like that. No, it's a wonder. The God's creation is a wonder. I don't know all the particulars. I'm not going to know all the particulars while I'm in this body, so I don't worry about it. But I just wanted to put out there a heads up to anybody that wants to investigate or give the flat Earth. I'll call it flat Earth because that's what it's been branded with. The flat Earth reality. It is, I believe, for the most part, a level plane, extended plane from what we can see with our eyes and observe. Water never curves and sticks to a ball. So, brothers and sisters, we've been lied to from our childhood. I know it's hard to fathom, but that is what I believe to be the truth. And I don't believe in Bigfoot or reptilian lizard people. No. I believe in Jesus Christ as the Son of God out here in Alabama. Although that's a whole nother matter that we've been told a story about too, about the purpose of the gospel. That's another giant lie. We've been told that the gospel was the means of the new birth, which is a money-making lie, for those in high places that have distorted that. Also filled our ranks with people that know not what they do, God's people that know not what they do, and also the posers, those that are working for the devil, the goats. Of course, they have that message that man decides his own destiny, when it is God that decides the destiny of every man. But just want to make this little video as a heads up. They don't want you to get, they want to nip it in the bud when you start talking about the lies of fake space, moon landing, fake TV, fake news, the fact that we're being controlled, that we're being did I say fake space? Well, what used to, all we had was newspapers all they had was newspapers to deceive the people and word of mouth. But today they have these high definition flat screen TVs, and they can show you anything, and God's people will believe it. But I'm here to say, God hasn't given us a spirit of fear, and that's all you see on that high definition flat screen TV, that you see deception, brothers and sisters. And fear for the time you turn it on to the time you turn it off. Everything on there is fear. And they won't come out and say it. They'll say, well, we're against it, but they'll act like they're against it. We're setting up a program to combat this, and then they'll add to everything will get you. Forest fires, storms, black mold, radon gas. That's what that little video before this one is talking about. There's nowhere to run to and nowhere to hide. That's where the man behind the desk wants it to be. You're not going to have anywhere to hide. They don't even want you breathing, because that would be against the whole devil's plan. But the truth is, brothers and sisters, God has a plan also, and ain't nothing the devil can do. It's going to come to pass because God decreed that he would have a people that he loves, and they will be there with him in the world to come. Okay. I know I probably botched this up, but I was just wanting to put a heads up out there. To show anybody that's interested that you're living in a nursery rhyme, brothers and sisters, where it's make believe all the time. And anybody want to comment on my little channel, just tune in and put it in the comment section. But the first thing to know is they want to nip it in the bud. They want to tie these kooks, people that believe all these crazy things, and they want to put that up there to keep you from even looking, because golly, these conspiracy theorists, they don't believe, they're just crazy. Well, You know, David must have been crazy when he penned that thing when he said that the kings of the earth were conspiring together to shut up God's people, to break the bands, break their bands. They don't want to hear about God. Well, I'm just piling up brush, you see right here. So I'll get out of here, brother and sister, but put in the comments that you're listening to my little channel. Because I'm down here in Alabama, got some free time on my hand, a little bit right now. So I made this little video. I'm gonna go in there and freshen up my coffee. I put my coffee in a coffee cup. And if it gets cold, I'll go in there and put it in the microwave again and warm it back up. But just want everybody to know, peace and love. That's our boy down here in Alabama. Even those that don't agree with me.